Okay, so what are we going to get into today? Well, today is the second week in our sour mash series. It is called Distilling the First Wash and starting our second fermentation. Okay, so what that means long and short is what we got right now is not a sour mash. So what we'll do is we will distill this out. And we are going to do like a strip and run, and we're just going to strip as much alcohol as we can. We're going to save it, and then we'll take some of the distillage and the old corn, and that's when the sour mash comes into play. So if you're not familiar with this, it'll make a lot more sense as we go on. So, but first things first. Welcome to Stillworks and Brewing. My name is Randy, and this is the channel that's all about home distillation and brewing. So, I guess I could really use some help. Hey, if you guys get a chance, please hit that subscribe button down there. It really helps us channel grow and get more content out to you. It's just a big help, okay? All right, so now let's get started. Okay, so our first step is we'll open up our fermenter, and we looks nice and sour, smells sour. We want to siphon off all the liquid off the top and leave the corn, and you can actually see it. See the corn level there? So we're going to siphon all this liquid off and leave that corn in there. Okay? So that's our first step. There we go. The auto siphons, the best thing they ever come out with. They're very well worth the few dollars you spend for them. They're not very expensive. Okay, so that's our step one, is let's siphon off what's on top, okay? Okay, so our next step, we've already drained all the good mash out. Got that in our still pot. So now what I want to do is I want to kind of get rid of, let me bring you over so you can see this. Okay. Just hold on 1 minute. See where I scraped off the top? You got the nice bright yellow corn on the bottom, and you got the ugly corn up on top. So what we're going to do is we're going to scrape off the top and get down to that good yellow corn, and about 3.5 pounds. And keep track of what you take out, because that's what we're going to add in a little while. Okay? So I got my, I'm going to just scoop off that ugly stuff on top, and I'll put it in this bucket with a scale, and I'll know how much I got. Almost 2 pounds. All right. Okay, that's 3 pounds. I think I'm gonna stop right there. Okay. Next thing we want to do is we want to add some 75-degree clean water back into this for now. And what that will do is that any yeast that is still alive in what's in the bottom, it'll keep it nice and happy and alive. So let me add in, it don't have to be exact, but about 3 gallons or so. This is, like I said before, this is 75-degree water. A little bit more. All right, I'm gonna stop right there. Okay, we'll put a lid on this and we're gonna set this aside and we're gonna get ready to start distilling out what we took off first, right? Okay, and that, like I said before, we only do this to help keep whatever yeast was still there, to keep it still alive. And I mean, I will be adding fresh yeast on top, but just, okay? So, all right. So let me put a cover on this. I'm gonna set it aside and I'm gonna get the still set up and then I'll be back, okay? Okay, so I got my still stacked out. I got me some propane under the still, and I'm also got electric. I'm only pumping in about 6, almost 7 amps. I like to bring it up slowly. So once I get it up near temperature, you know, like 175, I'll kill the propane and just run it strictly off of electric. All right, but that's not where I'm at right now. Okay, so let's let her warm up, and then I'll be back when something starts to happen. Okay. Okay, it's at 175-degree pot temperature, but I can feel it starting to come up the column. You just feel it. It's right about here. All right, and then up in the sight glass, I'm starting to get condensation in the sight glass. All right, now my head temperature it has not gone up yet, but it's going too soon. I'm getting a couple little drips of really potent stuff, smelling, but she's gonna start climbing here soon. So, like I've said a million times, now's not the time to walk away, because when it takes off, it's going to take off. So I think I'm about ready. Here in about a minute, I'll shut the heat off on the not the heat, but the flame off, and strictly go electric. Pretty close, pretty close. We're going to start having stuff soon. It's going to start producing. Like I said, I'm getting 1 or 2 drops. Okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Yeah, I collected off 8 ounces. I'm gonna go ahead and put this collection jar under there. I mean, it's smelling pretty good, so we'll be here for a little while. Okay, for an update, we've collected off 2 quarts and started on the next one here, and it is coming off at 45%. All right, so we still got a little ways to go. Remember, this is a stripping run. So what we're going to do is we'll probably collect all down to 20% or whatever. It might go cloudy, and that's okay, because this will all be put in week 3. All this will go back into the still, because it's when it's going to start getting sour. But we're using all this stuff, and then it will be starting to sour. So, all right, so we'll be here a little while longer. So we'll check back in. Okay, I collected down to 20%, and then this is my low wines, and I got them sealed up in a jar. And that will, like I said, this is strip and run. So like I said, I collected down to 20%, and then I stopped. So what I'm gonna mix my corn into my, remember I took out 3 pounds of the old corn. I'm gonna add 3 pounds of new corn back into it. You make sure it's all nice and mixed up. All right. All nice and mixed up. All right. So what's next? Okay, so what I will do now is I need to strip down my still, and I want about a gallon, and what is it? About just a hair over a gallon of the backset from the still to put in here, okay? But before I put it in here, I will mix the sugar in with it, and then make sure it's cooled down so it don't affect the yeast, and then I'll put it in there. So let me get the still broke down and collect up about a gallon of the backset, and I'll be back and we'll move on. Okay, so I collected a little over a gallon of backset from the still. Now I'm gonna add my sugar to this. This is nice and warm, it's gonna melt. All right. Now what I need to do, let me check my temperature on that, but I think it's still too hot. Because it's going to be pretty hot. That's 130. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that cool for a while. I think I might go get an ice block put in there, and that just helps speed up the process. All right, so let me go get that, and I'll be right back. See what the temperature that backset is. And it is about 100 degrees. Okay, so once I added to that, it should be well below 90s for my my yeast be safe. Okay, so let me take out my ice block. Take my lid off my fermenter. I mean, it looks like it's already starting to ferment in there anyway. All right, so let me add this sugar and backset. Give that a little bit of a stir. All right. Now, this is one thing I forgot to do on the first. I want to just take a little. .060. Yeah, okay. And that was 8 pounds of sugar. Okay. I'm going to put the lid on that. What is the temperature? 75 degrees. Okay. All right. Let me get rid of that. We put the lid on that. And what I'll do is put this in my fermentation room. We're going to put it in my fermentation room. Okay, as a quick recap of what we did. We siphoned off the fermented liquid off the top and left the corn behind, put it in the still pot. Then what we did is we took 3 pounds of the old corn, the discolored corn off the top of the corn bed, and we got rid of that down to the nice bright yellow corn that was on the bottom, okay? So then we added 3 3/3 gallons of 75 degree water to the fermenter here with the corn in it so that the yeast would stay nice and vibrant that's already in there. All right. Then we performed a stripping run. We ran our stripping run and we got almost 2 jars of distillate, and we're going distillate. We stopped collecting about 20 ABV. All right. So then what we did is we took 1.25 gallons of the backset from the still, added 8 pounds of sugar, and then we throw the ice block in there and to cool it off to, we cooled it down to about 100 degrees. All right. So then we added that sugar backset into the fermenter, and now we're going to let it ferment again. So what's next? Okay, this is where the souring starts to take place. That's why we did a stripping run. Okay, and the next week it will be we will have a soured run, and then we'll keep it and we'll distill it like we normally do. All right, we'll make the cuts and then we'll save it. Okay. All right, so it's a process, but it's not difficult. It's just time consuming. But I'm thinking it's going to be well worth it. It's going to be delicious. So I guess till next week, I guess the last thing I got to say is, hey, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time here on Stillworks and Brewing. All right.